Hello and welcome to this energy reading for Aquarius energies. Whether you're watching because you are the Aquarius or you're cross watching for another Aquarius, or whether it's a different birth chart position than your sun sign, or you just love watching all the readings I produce, this is your Aquarius energy reading. We're going to get started by touching the bell for your good fortune and overall well being. All right, so we're going to start off with my sacred objects. Let's see what we have coming out for Aquarius energy, please. At the center of the table, right in front of me, we have a jade pearl, the jade bead, which for me represents mother energy. The next thing I notice is the angel tears. Your angels, your spirit team has noticed the tears that you've cried. They've noticed the pains that you've gone through. The next thing I notice is this human type talking about protection. I also have the energy here of the zodiac Capricorn on the table for you. I see that from overcoming. So the Capricorn energy isn't talking so much. For some of you could have a Capricorn in your energetic field, but the Capricorn energy is telling me that you went through some major life lessons. Mm, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. It's the taskmaster. It puts us to do the hard job in order to get the huge rewards. In doing that, you have the Shiva Lingam here. So as you met these challenges and obstacles and you did the difficult thing and you stepped up to the challenge, it created a lot of balance in you. It required you not only to see intuitively and know spiritually, but to also act in the physical realm, to follow the intuitive guidance you were receiving. And then this one here is telling me that there's a lot of rewards in there, but you still could be feeling like there's a piece missing. Okay. It's almost like what you had to sacrifice in order to get more, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So you had to sacrifice something to get more. Your intuition is very strong and it is connected to, with our little tiny shamu, it is connected to the collective consciousness and the crystalline grid. You're connected to, it's like you're able to tap into a greater knowing. You may not understand all the time what it is you know, and it may not always make sense in that moment. But I'm hearing later it's recalled to your mind, and later you are shown. Sometimes later is just a few minutes later, sometimes later could be years later. It's like information coming together. I'm seeing connecting dots. I'm seeing the lines that connect the dots. You know, the connected dots puzzles that they give the kids with the numbers in order. I'm seeing one of those as well, and it looks like you've taken the steps in order. So as you take the steps in order, again showing me the connected dots that children do in school or in activity books. As you connect the dots in your own life and in your own spirit with your physical world, you begin to see an image. You begin to get the picture. You begin to see what is being presented through all of that. It's like everything comes together and starts to make sense. So let's see what else we have for you. Let's get some runes out. Aquarius energy, please. Most important messages for the Aquarius energy at this time. So, Spirit has been guiding you on the journey of life because the things you're beginning to make sense of, it was like it was on your path. It was destined for you. Yeah. And I see that anywhere where you had financial struggles, I see you in a period of that's being healed. Things are coming together. Anywhere where you've had struggles with your health, I see an improvement in your health here. And it's all related to the spiritual breakthroughs that you've had. I mean, you could have been very strong in spirit, but maybe weak in following through with what the spirit showed. You could have been also, some of you were very um, physically focused, and it's hard not to be when you're in a physical body, but doing the physical things, but then missing out on the spiritual part. Well, all that is coming together now, and there's not just the physical part, not just the spiritual part. It's a combination of all. You're physically focused, but you're a spiritual being first. And so this is about you putting all that together to form a fuller picture. I heard the connected dot image doesn't come together without the dots and the lines. So you need both, okay? So they're showing me the dots would be spirit, and the physical lines would the physical part would be the lines that you actually put. So the image is there within the dots, but you can't see it clearly until you take the physical action. So spirit's got the outline, spirit's got the structures, spirit's got the framework, okay, in the spiritual. The physical action part fills in the lines, and then the image becomes clear. All right, let me see what else. We have Urus. This is letting me know that you've been very strong. Your intuition has strengthened. Your connection to understanding what it's telling you has strengthened. And in the physical realm, you've been strengthened. Okay. And I hear somebody saying, I don't want to find out how much stronger, how much strength I have. Because what you realize is your strength is revealed through adversity, through challenges, through difficulties. This is very true. But I also see that, like, this strength that you have in harmony with all the pains and struggles and stuff that spirit has paid attention to is what you're doing is actually, even if you can't see it clearly, you're building a new structure for your life. You're building something new for your life. It's a new energy here for you. You're in a new energy. It may take a little while to see that because, again, it happens first spiritually, then it unfolds into the physical reality. If you've been on the channel for any period of time, you've heard me say that lots of times. Let me see what else we have here. Mm. Spirit has blocked somebody's path for you. Spirit has blocked the path of a person who wants to be your friend. Um, yeah, there's somebody here who claims that they want to be your friend, but they are a distraction to where you're at. So they're not allowed to come here. They're not allowed to come to your presence. They're not allowed to be involved. Spirits block their path. And you'll know who it is because this person has a lot of restrictions in their life. They feel like they can't move. They feel like they can't get things done. They feel like they're stuck all the time. And what's happening is like they just showed me where this person could actually think that you blocked their number or something like that, or you removed them. You haven't. I heard you haven't, but spirit has. In other words, this person could be texting you, calling you, reaching out to you, and you don't even get the message. Like, you'll never know. This is where somebody shows up where they think you're going to be, where they're used to seeing you, and guess what? You're not there at the time that they're used to seeing you. It's like somebody that comes by your house because they know where you live. They knock on the door, and guess what? Every time they happen to do that, you're not home. In other words, the universe is removing people who are not conducive to your best interest right now, keeping them at bay. So, if there's anybody like that and you haven't heard from them, I'm hearing don't go reaching out for them. Um, just let it sit. If and when that door is to be open and they are allowed to enjoy your presence, spirit will allow it. But this is, I'm hearing, this is a form of protection for you. This is your spirit team protecting you. And so interesting. It's like spiritual block codes going on here. And it's because it's also in that person's best interest. Like, that person's best interest is not to come and be in your face with whatever problems and struggles they're having. That person's best interest is not to come and hang out with you right now. They're on a different path and they're at a different lesson in a different level of learning than what you are. So your level of learning is not anywhere. It's like this person could be spiritually in, second grade, and you're spiritually is a uh, sophomore in high school. Well, you guys have a completely different lesson plan, right? Completely different awareness. And so now there's this separation in order to allow for both of you to Be where you're meant to be, where your perfect lessons are, where your growth is. Let's see what we have from the tarot dice as well for you, Aquarius. So we have the sun on the light side, and we have strength on the red side, which is like earth energy. Okay. And then we're going to pull some letters for you. The sun on the light side is up in the white area, which for me is very much on the spirit realm. Okay. And so it's like spirit is showing you a lot. I'm just getting spiritual revelations. I'm getting conscious awareness, epiphanies, downloads. You've been getting that. That's way back over here. So what's happening is you've been in this phase where spirit has been teaching you. Spirit has been your teacher. Anywhere where you have felt very alone, it's been actually to your best interest, because during that aloneness, you're alone with spirit. It's easier for spirit to reach you and teach you. And I just heard it. Anywhere where you've been processing a lot of pain that you had held in, that was all by divine design. And it was something that you had to do on your own, in your own space. All this stuff is culminating and leading you to physically being connected to above, because strength card is the number 8. They're showing me infinity energy. They're showing me as above, so below. They're showing me physically strong as well. So it makes you more physically strong to be this spiritually connected, and then know how to put the physical action to that, how to add the lines to the dots and the connect the dots. So there's your dots, there's your lines. Boom. Now you got the full picture. The letters that could be showing up significant for you, we have G, P, J, and F. And then there's this angel energy that's coming out over here. Okay. So GP, general principal. Okay. Jeff. I see Jeff for whatever reason. I saw that with the J and the E. Um, Jed, Jeb, Jep. Okay. But the letters G, P, E, and J are significant in some sort of way for you. Uh, and then again, I see as you move forward, and somebody here, you're going to be having some, uh, whether it's a dream, a vision, or something more tangible. There's a spiritual connection to the mother energy. Something here is going on with it is spiritual, or a spiritual phenomena about a mother energy. So this could be, for some of you, this is going to show up as your mother who's in the spirit realm. You're going to have a dream. It's going to show you some things. Some of you, this is going to be you receiving intuitive or dreamland information, visions about your own children. Okay. Um, and others of you, this is about a grandmother who's in the spirit realm. I heard that as well. So, this reading is for so many of you. You're going to connect to it in the way that it makes sense to you. Remember, too, that this reading is timeless, and that you always bring your own intuition to everything that I do, but you should be taking it to everything that you do, okay? Because your own intuition is going to guide you. Somebody here, you have I'm hearing this sidebar message, has nothing to do with anything on the table. They just say, some of you have a very difficult time trusting your intuition. So what I'm getting is, ask your highest self, ask your spirit team to help you no, hold on, let me see. Oh, thank you. The word I was looking for was interpret. Help you interpret the spiritual messages you receive accurately. So you're getting spiritual messages. I'm hearing somebody here. One of the challenges you have is that you get the spiritual messages, but you're having difficulty understanding what they're actually trying to communicate with you, and sometimes misinterpreting them. So ask and be grateful for clear and accurate interpretation of the spiritual messages that you receive, being highly significant for you moving forward. And I'm going to pull from the Sacred Traveler Oracle. I'm going to pull 3 Oracle messages for you before we get into the tarot. So let's see. What do we have for Aquarius, please and thank you? Aquarius. 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 What is the energy? Okay. We have Mystic Healer coming out. Healing energy flows through you. We have in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Okay. And let's get one more. Thank you. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. Okay. So somebody here, you've really tried to, I'm hearing avoid challenges. You've tried to avoid challenges. You can't do it no more. It just felt like whichever way you turned, there was some sort of restriction, some sort of roadblocks. It's like, oh, what is going on? Let why won't things work out? It's like, why won't things? Well, because part of it was the challenges that present themselves are within those challenges are solutions, are answers, are powers for you to derive, for you to take out of them. But they only are revealed as you meet the challenge. Okay. And I'm also hearing part of that is connected to this idea that you hold that everything has to be so hard. Why is everything so hard? They're saying you would benefit yourself largely if you would stop repeating that because it's like casting a spell of energy over your life where things must be hard. But this is part of the journey. Whatever you've decided was going to be hard, whatever you have claimed that it is hard, it's like the hard in there is gonna they're showing me like a diamond, the hardest surface, right? It is going to reveal value. There's value within it. Okay. So there's this energy here where whatever challenges you are facing are transforming you into a mystic healer. Not only will you heal yourself, but by healing yourself, it's interesting because you have soul connections with all these other people you'll probably never meet. As you heal yourself, what you're going to find is that you have healed the others as well. And no, not in their physical body, but in the soul level. The healing that you're creating for yourself not only affects you, but it's there for anybody with those soul connections to draw upon, should they choose to. If they just take a step or have that desire, it's so much easier for others as well. But it also affects your ancestral line. So that's also very interesting. And the healing that's happening is because of a understanding. Yeah, I'm just seeing like where you stand, you're dealing with a lot of challenges and stuff that comes from past and past beliefs. I'm hearing as you meet these challenges, one of the powers that you're going to pull out of them is the new belief. There's a new belief that's being instilled in you where you used to, for example, believe, it's so hard. Why is everything so hard? Your that belief is going to transform and transmute. In other words, it's going to be slowly shifting. So the next step from there, the way they're giving me the example is everything happens for a reason. Instead of always saying, it's so hard, everything is so hard, we're going to say, no, everything happens for a reason. And then from there, you'll step into the next step. They're showing me a jump to the final step, which is more everything is happening in my favor. Because as you face these challenges and you pull the power out of it and you see the solutions, and you create this self-healing energy which then also influences the healing that others are able to complete more easier. You see that even those challenges serve your best interest. The entire universe is constantly conspiring in your favor, and that's the belief that we're heading into. That's the conscious thought, as opposed to everything is so hard, nothing ever works, all that stuff. We're going to just leave that alone. And some of you are like, oh shit, I'm just going to jump to the end thought. The universe is conspiring in my favor. Yes. There's actually a psychological term for that. It's called pronoia. And so we do encourage everybody to really like get as close to it as you can because it's your own belief. Even the world says it's thought that counts, right? It is literally the thought that counts. That was the clue that they gave us all, was that it's the thought that counts. So if our thought is that the world is working against us, we're going to find the world working against us. If our thought is that the universe is conspiring in our favor, guess what? It's going to conspire in our favor. And it will start to show up in so many ways. It will mind blow. But it's about holding it consistently, because as you're in this transition, what I'm hearing for you is there'll be a little bit of wobble period where you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth from the old thought to the new thought. It's okay. That's normal. But we want you to give more attention to how maybe it's like 1% more, right? Today, and another 1% more tomorrow. If you could just keep pulling into the new thought, which is pronoia, which is the universe is constantly conspiring in my favor, you'll notice eventually that you will have raised your percentage of your waking hours in which you're focused on things being in your favor as opposed to things being against you. That's very important. So, we're going to get into your tarot cards now. And I chose for you the Pocket Goddess Tarot. So, let's get some shuffles for Aquarius energy. Most important messages for Aquarius at this time. The more you're connected with this channel, the more your guides know you're ready to receive your messages, the more personal these messages look. Again, whether Aquarius is your sun sign or another birth chart placement, whether you're cross watching or whether you're just loving to watch all the readings because you know there's always something of value coming through, we appreciate your presence. The way you can show your spirit team that you're more connected and you're ready to receive here is by doing the YouTube things like, share, subscribe, comment, tap the bell for live notifications, and where your heart moves you to, donate and get your personal readings here. Um, those things all let your highest self, your angels, your ancestors, guides, source, God, whatever you want to call it all, know that you're ready to receive messages here. And it gives a sort of a permission slip, right? And I'm hearing you should give yourself more permission slips. Give yourself permission slip to be happy. Maybe even write it down. Permission slip as a title. I'm literally saying this is a practice. Write down the title permission slip. Yes, put your name here has my permission to receive all their abundance, joy, health, love, wealth, whatever you want, okay? To be at peace, to be at ease, to have the universe conspire in their favor. Give yourself permission slips, probably, and I'm seeing them literally physically written out. So that's a new technique. That's a new technique that is being channeled through for you. But it's like so often we haven't given ourselves permission. There's this energy that I'm picking up on where it's almost if it's not hard, it's not worth it, or if it's not hard, it's no good, or if it's not hard, you're not worthy of it. Is an energy that I'm getting. So it's something like that. You're saying no. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to be at ease in life. To get through challenges swiftly, quickly, and easily, efficiently. Yes. Okay. Aquarius, what's the energy here for Aquarius, please and thank you? Okay. So we had the Queen of Swords stay in the deck. This is a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. They're not coming out of the deck for you. Let me see if there are any others that flipped in the deck. So there's a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. They could have some opinions. I'm hearing for some of you that they have some opinions, but it's like not letting them affect you anymore. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have is Freya with power. This is Emperor card energy. Freya going into battle, addressing issues head forward, being inspiring, being a leader. Okay. We might pull some more cards from that. Okay, so you didn't know this two of swords over here is telling me that you did not know that all these challenges and difficulties in life were turning you into a mystic healer. You had no idea what you were doing. You did not realize it was just a natural, like, however you have been doing this process, it was just like your natural inclination, which is perfect. It's so much easier to do things when it's a natural craving. So for somebody here, also, I'm hearing, don't force yourself to take that dietary change. Set an intention that you naturally oh, this is golden for somebody. This is exactly what you wanted. For somebody here, you've been trying to force a dietary change. Rather than that, we're going to use that powerful thought. Remember, it's the thought that counts. I heard, and the elites know that it's 98% thought and 2% inspired action that gets the job done. So you're going to set an intention, visualize, create a visualization, use the mind power to set the intention that says that you naturally crave that which is in your best interests. Do you feel how delicious that is? Naturally, I crave that which is healthiest for me. Naturally, I crave that which is in my best interest, most empowering for me. What do you need to add into there about what you're craving? I'm here to describe it perfectly. Let me see. We also had showing itself face up. We had the Six of Pentacles showing up here, which talks about generosity, sharing, and helping. Yes. Again, they're saying what you didn't know was that you were creating a mystic healing for yourself. Also, what you didn't know was that it was going to affect so many others. Oh, wow, that's interesting. This is also so I'm getting a lot of new stuff coming through for you. So they've shown me for years now that spiritual connection and how the healing you create for yourself overflows and makes it easier for anyone else in your soul connection to grasp that same spiritual healing. However, what they didn't show me before, and the new part that they're adding on to that here is, and as each of those soul connections grasps and reaches for their own healing and begins to pull on the strings of the energetic that you put out there, okay, it actually returns back to you. It actually returns back to you and supports your power too. In other words, you create the mystic healing, it goes out, they absorb it, and as they absorb it, the energy cycles back to you, returns back to you. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, we had the Princess of Staves over here, and it's in reverse, and it's all the way off camera. But I'll pull it closer because, yeah, we like for you to see the cards. And I'm hearing this is about this is okay. Interesting. It's like this energy is interesting. So what they say is what's happening is you and your soul connections are creating this powerful healing energy, right? It reaches out for those who feel hopeless, those who find themselves feeling hopeless are going to be drawn to it because part of what has been healed within you is this hopelessness. So that lets me know that you're going to be reaching into a greater feeling of confidence about what's coming for you. And I'm hearing, yeah, at one point you had just given up. But it's interesting, it was in the giving up that you opened the door. I'm hearing it was in the giving up that you opened the door for solutions. You're ready for the new day, baby. Let's see what this one has to offer. Eight of Staves, Eight of Wands energy. Yeah, things are picking up the pace, moving forward quickly. Again, it's also reaffirming that somebody here is not able to come into your physical space, and now they're saying, mm, remember these soul connections and all these other people that have been feeling hopeless, that are benefiting from the work that you did that brought you out of that hopelessness. These are not people that you're going to physically interact with. You're actually going to be too busy um, living an improved lifestyle, whatever that entails for you. I heard, but also remember that you don't have to physically interact with these people for these things to happen. The better you feel, the better it gets, not just for you, but for your soul ties. Two, let me see what else. And the Three of Swords is here. The truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free is literally what's happening. I feel like this is happening right now, and it's sitting in the middle of these letters G, P, and J. So those highly significant for somebody. But they're also, with this being right underneath this related quartz, and right here with the Wunyo rune from quartz crystal. What I'm saying is, as you face the truth that hurts like a bee and sets you free, what you're going to find is that wonyo, satisfaction, the joy, the rebound energy comes through. And because the root related quartz is there, I see physical rewards. I see financial increase. I see health increase. I see an increase in quality of those who surround you in your physical life. I see better connections and more satisfying connections. Let me see what else. We have the Eight of Swords and it's in reverse. Okay. So we talked about you're going to have this spiritual connection, the spiritual phenomena that's going to happen here. For some, this is with a mother. Again, for some, you're the mother in this situation. For some, it's a grandmother, but it's a feminine energy and it's coming from the spirit realm. So it could be their highest self speaking to you, and others of you, this is somebody who's actually transitioned. What it's about is about freeing yourself. So some of you, you're going to have this spiritual phenomena that shows you in a restricted state of being, and then moving into a free state of being. I'm seeing the vision, the dream, the download, whatever it is. It's entails all of that. Also, anywhere where there was some sort of like oath made or promise made, I heard promise keepers. Um, there there's this message of you're done, it's complete, thank you. There's this message of let it go, you don't have to do that no more. There's this, yeah, it's almost like somebody before they pass it could have said, hey, can you make sure you take care of your sister, right? And then it's like you don't have to do that no more. You did what you should, you did what you could, let it go. Take care of yourself now, right? Somebody needs that, because I can see intuitively where whoever you are that this is for, it could have feel very burdensome, and it could be, it feels very burdensome. It feels very restricted. It feels very much like, oh my God, this shit doesn't work. I'm so tired of doing this. And you're here being freed from that obligation. You don't have to do it no more. You completed whatever you needed to do. And so there's this freedom from that burden. Also, again, a confirmation of you successfully having completed a lot in life. And I just see you being more open minded to things that are coming. I'm hearing aware that you don't know what you don't know, more ready and receptive to learn the new things. What else this universe has for you? How else is the universe conspiring in my favor today? And what other magic miracles, money, and blessings is on its way to me? How much does this universe love me today? How much does this planet appreciate my presence today? All that type of stuff. I'm seeing very empowering questions coming your way. This shows you what else is possible for your bliss in this, okay? And what else is possible for my bliss in this? This is what I have coming through for you at this time, Aquarius. I'm so thankful and grateful. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.